Hi everybody, I'm Ceren, just an ordinary high school student who's interested in space, science, and technology. And as you can guess, my social media is full of these stuff, like rocket science, new science projects, research, and one day I was going through my feed, as usual, and two posts came up back to back. First one was about SpaceX Mars transportation infrastructure, which is basically Elon Musk's stance about the colonization of Mars. And the second one was about melting glaciers and the process after the melting part. I know these two topics are not that related to each other, at least not directly, but in some way they made me think. After seeing these two posts together, a question popped up in my head. Do we deserve Mars? It might sound weird, but I want to give you some information about these two topics as a student, and I'm especially mentioning it because the information that I can reach can be reached by anybody else. Which means we don't need fancy numbers to understand the situation that I'm going to tell you about. So, the first one was at a really important place in our agenda. All the space agencies are planning to go to Mars and start multi-planetary life. We are evolving, and space exploration is becoming a really important issue day by day. So going to another planet seems like a really cool thing. I mean, taking rockets between planets instead of taking buses between cities. This is the first thing that comes to mind when we talk about the future. At least the first thing that comes to my mind. Now let's talk about Mars a little bit. When we say colonization, probably the second thing that we're going to say is Mars, because Mars is the most livable and closest one to us compared to other rocky planets. But still, it's very different from the Earth. It has a very thin atmosphere composed of 96% carbon dioxide, and the rest of it is argon and nitrogen. Its gravity is 38% of our planet's gravity, which means Mars is hosting cosmic radiation because of its weak magnetic fields. So these basic informations are enough to understand that we need to do lots of work to make Mars a livable planet. We need to adapt our bodies to these conditions. The other way of saying this, we may need to become a little less human. It's not going to be easy, both practical and emotional. We are talking about changing the planets for our favors, not only visiting them. But why? Because we don't have a home? No, we have a home. But what happened to it? I'm not here to tell you the same things that you always hear, like global warming, air pollution. People who are listening to this speech experienced a pandemic. You saw what happened to Earth when we are not around. So we don't need to listen to somebody to realize what is going on. I have a description for this situation. We use the Earth like a trash bag, and we want to take it out, put a new one, like Mars. Is that correct? Well, maybe not. But I think with time, it can be the correct description, because our progression shows that our passion to live on another planet and the things that we do to our planet is in a highly direct proportion. I think we all can see that clearly. You may think that all these things are something like a futuristic matter, but every day, people working hard to make this dream come true and keep contaminating the Earth. They say only 5% of the ocean has been explored. We know that we have a really long way to discover the place that we're standing on. Imagine, we are talking about to discover it. Then what about space? Universe? We have been here for 2 billion years. We still have a really long way to go in there too. Then why are we rushing? I mean, the Earth still got something to do. We need to look back why we're going further, because we can't risk doing the same mistakes again. We are like a company on this planet compared to other animals. However, 1 million plant and animal species are now at risk of extinction according to the UN assessment. I saw an expression saying, we spent billions of dollars searching for life on other planets and trillions of dollars killing the life on this one. And I think it's got a point. Of course we want to live, but it doesn't give us a right to change the nature, even if it's a good thing for us. Let's suppose that we all decided to terraform Mars. It will take 500 years without bad luck. We still need our planet, but we act like we found another one. Carl Sagan says, like it or not, the Earth is the only home we have ever known.